So, welcome everybody, a formal and hearty welcome to everyone. Today, the usual host Vijay Reddy is the speaker, and his topic for today is benevolent business entrepreneurs.
Thank you, Vasudha,
I hand
for
over
this.
to him, and I really want to thank him and thank everyone for joining and thank him for doing this for all of us all this
Thank
while. And today, I'm very, very delighted that he's going to speak. So, I'm all ears, and I will shut up now.
Thank you. Let's start with this. Thank you for this uh, joining for this call. Let's start with small.
Vijay is muted.
Muted.
Hello.
Yeah.
Are you able to hear now?
Yeah.
Yes. Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes. Hey. Thank you for joining this call, and we will start with put your barriers down. Be in the state of perceiving, being, doing, choosing, and having your life, your reality, you through them and through me. Everything my business, my life were yesterday, I now destroy and create them totally. Everything I believed I was and everything I create today, I destroy and create it all. Who I was today, I destroy and create it all. Just barriers down and be in the state of receiving. Let me start with few examples that come to my mind, like who restructured themselves out of failure in the business. Right. Remember the guy who was slapped by people on the railway station for picking up Sunil Dutt's wallet in Munnabai MBBS movie. Right. That was Nawazuddin Siddiqui. Right. Nawaz graduated from NSD and was forced to work as a cook and as a security guard because he had no work and no money. How many of you are willing to do that as part of your struggle to succeed? Did you feel depressed about this at that time? So what did he do? And where he is today? Right? Nawaz kept trying hard. Finally, a casting director suggested him to go to Sujay Ghosh movie, who is directing like Kahani, and Sujay himself was battling two flops while making Kahani. He offered Nawaz an important role of investigative officer, and Nawaz got a small opportunity to make it big in a Bollywood. And after years of failure, he precisely knew what the small opening could do for his career. And Nawaz walked away with a national award. This was the beginning, right? Therefore, today is very few actors in Bollywood who worked with all the three Khans in the span of 3 years in exports and living like a king. Right? Therefore, out of the failure, he has come up with, out of all his circumstances and his efforts, he has come out of his failure and restructured himself. One more story, like in 2007 World Cup, when India was knocked out at the World Cup qualifiers, Sachin Tendulkar cried in the dressing room. He announced to many of his fellow cricketers that he wants to retire. But Sachin lost his nerve when facing such a colossal failure. For the first time in his life, he probably fears coming back to India and facing his fans, friends, and family. But what happens? Like Vivian Richards got to know about Sachin's state of mind. He called and spoke to him for 1 hour. And Sachin went back to his rigorous training. In the next 5 years, he reached 100 centuries, became the highest run getter in Test and one day internationals, won the World Cup, and had millions of people crying for him when he retired at Wankhede Stadium. Right? He got to send off no cricketer had ever had in the history of the game. He became the legend, became he because he refused to bow down to the failure. A chat with someone who Sachin respected and idolized turned around his career and life. Right? This is how, like, even they have restructured themselves from the failures. Right? Therefore, even there are a lot of businesses which have done like this. Like say Yahoo. Yahoo is invested more on, like say, research, search engines, and also like audio, video, broadcasting like that. But they focused more on only broadcasting and got more people, but they neglected search engine. Again, Google took over it and they have become famous in that. Even Nokia did not ready to get invested in the uh, changing industry. They did not change themselves. They, they are outdated in the industry. They focus more on hardware instead of software. Right? Therefore, they also get outdated in the mobile industry because they have given more importance to the hardware. Even there are such examples, lot of examples, like where a lot of companies or people have come out of the failures. Right? And every success story will always have a great failure behind them. For example, you can think of like there was a man who failed in the business at the age of 21. He was defeated in the legislative race at the age of 22, failed again in the business at the age of 24, overcome the death of his sweetheart at the age of 26, had a nervous breakdown at the age of 27, lot of senatorial race, lost senatorial race at the age of 45, and failed in an effort to become vice president at the age of 47, and lost senatorial race at the age of 49. He was elected as a president for US at the age of 52. He is Abraham Lincoln. Right? There are a lot of people who are in the failures and they came back with huge success in the later on stages. Right? Therefore, you have to always see, like, without any failures, there is no success. Right? To earn your place, you have to fight for it. Say, for example, there is a small story. A small 2 years old girl lost her old brother in a motorcycle accident. In order to hide his grief, his father started wearing sunglasses, and soon his business also got bankrupt. They came on bad times, and she watched her family sell off their positions, but she still idolized her hard-working father and asked for the typewriter as a Christmas gift. She got it at the age of 7 and started writing poems, which later evolved into songs. Her first song is Your Dark Glasses. She dedicated song to her father and sang about her father's attempt to shield her from his sorrowness. Although her family struggled financially, to make her always feel grateful for all she had to help those who were not. Her father introduced her to the children who were worse off, like kids who could not even afford shoes to cover their feet. Realizing the harsh reality of the life, she owed that somebody she would be able to help them. Her father once took her to a restaurant where she saw a belly dancer moving to the beat of the drum. She started coping the steps right on the table, and the experience made her realize that she wanted to be a performer. She decided, and there, that music was her true passion. She participated in the school singing program, but she was rejected from the schools because her vibrator who was too strong, and her music teacher told her that she sounded like a goat. Right? She says she had also been referred to as the belly dancer girl, and she would demonstrate every Friday at school a number she had learned. But this step helped her to discover a passion for live performances. To build confidence in yourself is one of the toughest things. She started performing it. Finally, she converted the label executive to listen to her audition while starting in a hotel lobby. Right? And she evolved all these, and finally, she got into the limelight. And she's a Cambodian artist, estimate of more than 70 million albums sold worldwide. She's a singer, songwriter, dancer, businesswoman, Shakira. Right? Therefore, all these are different stories, like will come out of the failures. Right? You cannot achieve anything in life without a small amount of sacrifice. Right? And therefore, in daily day-to-day activities, you can ask a lot of questions about your business, or therefore living yourself as a business. Therefore, when you go to the people, like the first thing they will see is networking, like you know these people, and create good reputation who you know and what they know about you. There's a second thing. Not only the first thing is you're creating good reputation who you know, and second thing, what they know about you. Right? Therefore, where basically the impact drives the income. Therefore, what is that you're providing to your customers? Therefore, build relation. Right? Give before you ask. Therefore, whatever the customers wants, you should able to give them and make them amazed. Right? Opportunity silently waiting for them to knock the door. Therefore, it's all your curiosity about the knowledge or about the business. Right? Therefore, it's always waiting to knock the door. Therefore, you have to recognize it. Right? We should not uh, leave it untapped. Provide more services than you get paid. Therefore, whenever you want to sell something to your customers, like basically customers will have two types of questions. Can I do it? Is it worth? Right? Therefore, you should able to answer these questions, and if you're able to satisfy your customers, then you are ready to sell your classes. Right? Therefore, this self-development and healing industry is about 58 billion USD industry. Therefore, you have to tap the market, the potential industry. Right? If you just give the information, everyone will be rich and happy by now. But it's not the information. You have to give the experience to them. Let's give high impact to the customers and create more customer delight. Right? If you create to change yourself and challenge yourself, willing to give who you are and give who you become, we can be the best business owner. Imagine your customers, investors, people who receive your service. Right? People with hungry and curiosity hold themselves to the highest standards, never settle for low. Therefore, always ensure that the people will get highest value, whatever the business you are, or the customers are getting more delighted with your services. Therefore, usually what happens, like if you take up example of small kids, when they walk, whenever they want, they will walk. It's not a hard and fast rule that they should work only on the first 1 month or first 6 months or first 5 months. Whenever they want, they will walk. Sometimes they fall and they get up also without any point of view. Right? Similarly, you will create your business whenever you want. There is no one right time to start. Any time is a good time. Any age is a good. Any education is good. Any idea is good if it is able to save time, cost, and effort of your customers or target audience. Do a startup only if you can solve customer problems, create a new experience, make something simpler and easier or faster or better solve a unmet need. Right? Life is short and unpredictable, so eat your dessert first. You are never too old to learn and too young to teach. Therefore, we are all continuous learners throughout the life. Right? Therefore, there are a lot of questions you can ask when you are doing business. Say, for example, you are doing some classes. Therefore, you can ask the universe like, uh, what what type of people or what contribution your classes can be to the people. Yeah, there are a lot of questions related to the. You can pull the energies and you can also ask the questions. And also you can have some others like, say for example, you are doing a training business or you are running classes. Therefore, ask what does universe require for us? What do we require? What do we want in our life? Such simple questions you can ask. Right? What are infinite possibilities available that you never considered in this reality? And what are the infinite dimensions that you can tap in, where you can actualize your classes with great ease? There are a lot of questions. Don't go with projections or what possibilities available to actualize now that we never considered. Such type of questions you can ask. What actions can we take now to fruition we never considered before to bring a speed of space with total ease? What else do your classes desire for you to know? What else it like to add it? What else it like to show to all? What would your classes like to share with you? What would your classes like to play with you? Right? Who can add to your classes today? What energy of you and your body desired to be? It would be contribution to your body, your classes, or your creations. Who else has no clue any of that your classes exist? Who never know about their body's benefit with your classes? Invite them to your classes. Pull the energy from everywhere. Right? Ask who can invite you for the classes today. Who else can you add to your classes? What else can you add to your classes? Who else would be fun to include in your classes? What countries, cities, dates, oceans, geographies desire your classes that would like to contribute to you and your life and your living? Yes. How much fun can you add to your classes, to your body you are inviting, to known and unknown bodies through your classes? Right. Such questions you can ask and get more and more people to your classes. In terms of, and there are a lot of other things like it can be about a potency or a money. There are a lot of other questions you can ask. Right? Any questions till now? Can we continue? Hello?
Yes, you can continue.
Yeah. And one more thing, if you, the business could talk, therefore, what are the things you can pursue? Like say, making offers but no sales in your business. It tells that you need to create a more irresistible offer to your audience or to your customers. Right? Making offers, but there is no sales. That's the issue in the business.
So, what would you say is an irresistible offer?
Offer means, like say, discounts. Some sales, but not enough. That's the issue in the business. Is telling you that you need a bigger audience. Right? Therefore, go massively to the audience and do the classes. Not showing up. Some classes are not showing up. It's telling you that you need to work on overcoming your fears and cultivating a better mindset. Taking action but not hitting your revenue goals. This is common issue. It's telling you that you need to follow a proven system under the guidance of a coach, mentor, or a teacher. You are doing whatever for the classes, but you may not hit the revenue goals. Booking sales calls, but not closing them. They're like prospective leads, but you're not closing them. It's telling you that your sales skills need to work on. Overwhelm and burnout. It's telling you that you need to outsource some tasks to focus on what you do the best. Creating content but no sales. Telling you that you need a more effective content strategy. All these, some of the things that you can use for your business. Therefore, what type of questions you will ask for your business? What strategies generated the most sales for you? Right? Go through your yearly plans for your business and ask what strategies generated the most sales for you. What strategies did you invest time in but they yielded no results? Eliminate them or hire an expert. Ask what tasks are essential but suck your time, energy, and joy. Budget them and outsource them if any. What have been earning to do for you? Business all the year long, but fear held you back. Just plunge and do that business. What tools, subscriptions did you invest in but barely use? Ask questions, and if any, cancel them or find a cheaper option. Some more questions. What offers did you try to sell but nobody bought it? Rework the offer or go back to the planning room and replan it or re-strategize the brand. What expert did you learn that most from through paid or free content? Invest in business coaching with them. How much money were you hoping to earn but didn't? Fill the gaps. Maybe it's a knowledge gap or it can be any new skills. What messaging and offers no longer align with your new vision for your business? Cut it all out. Are you currently working with any clients or team members who frustrate the life out of you? Fire them. How much revenue did you collect? Plan it to multiply by 10 times because it's possible and you are capable. Right? And one more question, what limiting beliefs held you back? Rage a war against them. Start by removing people in your life who feed them. Right? All these such type of questions you can ask in business to get more and more new strategies or new plans to increase your sales. And there are different ways to transform your business. There are some you can tell like stop doing tasks that don't increase your revenue, audience, or connections. Invest in a teacher, coach, or a mentor, or simplify your marketing like one signature offer, one target audience, one sales offer, or one message to all. Think, feel, and act like you're already a big entrepreneur. All these which transforms your business. Right? Any questions you want to ask? And what are the ways in which you're robbing your business? You say yes when your gut says no.
What does it mean? You're robbing your business?
You're hampering your business, or you are losing your business, or you are decreasing the
Can you
customers.
give an example of that? Like, how do you get to that thing? That how are you hampering your business?
Like example, like you say yes when you want, when your gut says no. Like you want to do a training session on a particular time, and maybe you don't want to do at that time. Right? Or you want to give the course for less cost, but your gut says no, you should not do for less cost. Right? You don't track your finances weekly, or you are not obsessed with your work. You overthink at the expense of action. You don't sell the crap out of your offers. Right? You say no simply because you are afraid. You don't cultivate discipline or consistency, or you take action without strategy.
Vijay, so are you suggesting that this is kind of sabotaging your own business? People do it as a deliberate attempt, subconsciously, to sabotage their business?
To unmute yourself. You're unmuted. Vijay, you're unmuted. Can you hear me? You have to unmute yourself. I'm unable to unmute you, Vijay. You'll have to yeah, now you're unmuted. Can't hear you, Vijay. We can't hear you, Vijay. Can you all hear him?
No.
No,
Vijay,
no,
we
I
can't
can't
hear
hear
you.
him.
Sorry. Vijay,
He has to unmute the other device.
Other device audio.
uh,
There are
I'm
two Vijays.
unable to, yeah, I'm unable to unmute.
I'm talking from the phone.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now you can be
Okay.
heard.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
I
you can hear now.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. So you'll have to, after his question, you need to take on from there.
Yes.
We couldn't hear you.
Yeah, Naresh. Hello.
Yeah, no, what I was saying is,
Yes.
in what you explained, I perceive self-sabotage.
Yes.
So, and obviously, nobody would self-sabotage consciously.
Yeah,
There
consciously they cannot.
is some limitation that you had created somewhere in the past
Yes.
that makes you sabotage your own
Yes.
creation, whatever business it may be, class or
Yes.
anything else.
Yes.
So the examples you gave,
Yes.
uh, somehow I'm not clear with some of those examples. Can
Yeah.
you just elaborate more on that?
There are two things. One is you are subconsciously doing it, like maybe lack of knowledge or lack of knowledge related to the training or marketing or branding. Right? That is one way. Other way is like you are not taking the timely actions in a consistent way. Right? In terms of marketing or in terms of strategy or in terms of enjoying delivering, or you don't create most of the client experiences, right? You don't show up bringing visibility to your brand. You don't pivot or adjust when something is missing. You don't invest in the outcomes you want. All these, like sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously, maybe sometimes like environment or the people or industry or market growth, All these are hampering. Sometimes, like, we are not upgraded with the knowledge of branding or knowledge of marketing, not knowledge of strategizing. Therefore, it's applicable for both.
I have known people who are very knowledgeable in their product
Yes,
knowledge or business knowledge,
yes,
uh, may not be tech savvy, may not be marketing savvy.
yes.
Um, so, how would you categorize that, and what would you suggest as a
This,
way forward for such people?
yeah, this we are talking about mainly entrepreneurs, right? Therefore, if there are subject matter experts, they are good in their business. Therefore, they are giving services to the industries where there is separate department for marketing, separate department for executing the projects, or separate department for
No.
strategizing.
I'm not talking about an established organization. I'm
Yes,
talking about an entrepreneur. Let's
yeah,
say even in a startup,
yes,
a
in,
team of people or maybe one individual may be extremely savvy in the knowledge of what
yes,
he wants to deliver, of which the person feels there is a shortage. The person feels that there is this is the time for it to be uh,
yes,
bring to fruition,
yes,
and he is kind of ahead of all the others, and
yes,
yet not able to succeed,
yes,
while somebody else who copies him 6 months down the line
yes,
is able to actually succeed and
yes,
create a brand and create the same product which this guy had perceived, conceived, and launched but couldn't succeed.
yes. Therefore, the reason is, like, whatever the product they are doing or whatever the product they are selling in the market, it should save time, cost, or effort to the end users. That is one reason, right? If they are not able to, with their product, they are not creating new experience to the customers or end users, then they are failing in the market. Other one is the vision for the product or vision for the project, right? Whether they are able to cascade the same vision to the customers, whatever the product or project they are doing, the same project, how it is useful, they are able to convince to the end users and customers, right? That is one. Other one is, like, with whom they are partnering with. Let's say they are partnering with some marketing people or some investors. Therefore, how these investors are helping these product people to ensure they reach to that larger audience and make this product successful, or what is the long term vision or growth for this product, right? All these need to be considered. If they're lacking in one area, let these investors will pitch in and then take them to that level. They should able to cope up and then ensure that the product is entering into the market to the larger audience. Hello, Naresh sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Like, what I perceive is only these three, like in terms of strategy or in terms of like the investors relationship with the uh, subject matter expert or technical expert, and other one is, like, what is the product vision is able to cascade to the end users or customers.
Yeah, there
Hello.
is there is something I feel there is something more missing. Well, let me submit here. I'm talking about myself. In my
Yes,
career of 45 years in the, I would say, in the industry or the business
yes,
field, there have been
yes,
many products that I launched,
yes,
and some of them, yes, succeeded and created a lot of wealth for me, but
yes,
some of them failed.
yes,
And 1 year, 2 year, 6 months later, people
yes,
copied me. People actually learned from me and
yes,
launched it, and it was absolute matlab, a roaring success, and that even till date those people are making money on those things
Yes.
while I'm totally out of that business.
Yeah.
So I'm in my today's actually role as a consultant, as a mentor.
Yes.
I just wanted to get some feedback or another perspective as to what
Yes.
I could advise other entrepreneurs
Yeah.
to
Some.
do or not to do.
Yes. Some things that I can tell about losing sales is the first thing why they are losing sales, not following up with leads who said no, maybe, or haven't responded. That is one area. Not anticipating and preparing responses for every single sale objections, like customer support. Not checking any
No, you see,
nervous scare
I
emoji.
don't no. Those issues are always thought of and taken care of
Yes.
whenever you are actually launching a product.
Yes.
Of course, there are
Which is,
surprises, but mostly successful launches are where these things have been taken care of.
yes.
And I had taken care of. I'm aware that I had taken care of, and yet it did not succeed.
Yeah.
You know, let me give you an example of a product.
Yes.
ATM.
Yes.
ATM is a product which is worldwide. In India, our company was the first company to have launched ATMs,
Yes.
and we failed and lost money that we had to actually curtail our core other business
Yeah.
of credit card processing.
Yes.
But later on, other people got in
Yes.
2 years later, and even today they are making money.
Yes.
So the analysis, if I can use that term, from
Yes.
a business point of view, told us that we were ahead of time.
Yeah.
And because we were ahead of time, there were no
Okay.
takers. But we had educated the market, and somebody
Yes.
else could take advantage of the time and money that we invested in educating the market.
Yes. That we need to analyze with that Porter's five force model, like what are the internal and external forces which are acting to see that how your business is expanding, right? It can be what are the internal factors, like within the company, what are the factors which are influencing your product or your project for the company growth. External factors, it can be the land of law is changing, or some uh, let's say some legislations are changing, right? That also will affect the product growth. Before that comes, even that analysis need to be done when the product is there. Simple questions that I can say for the entrepreneurs is like say, where do I want to be in next 3 to 6 months? Are my actions today setting me up to achieve exactly what is required? How can I increase my cash flows and decrease my cash outflows? Or what smart investments that I can make right now that will yield a return in 3 to 6 months? How can I best serve my existing clients so they can become repeated buyers? Or how can I convert my existing audience to paying clients relatively quickly? All these for the small entrepreneurs. Right? For the product, I can say like it's basically the strategy is failed there, where you have to also consider the internal factors and external economic factors like SWOT analysis or Porter 5 force model or Boston box model, right? So that you can strategize your business and product before releasing to the users. Hello?
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Any other questions? Any questions?
Could you talk a bit about what do you mean by benevolent here?
Like
Like when you said
benevolence is you are giving more than whatever the customer expects.
okay.
Right? You are not only focusing on profit and loss, you are also focusing beyond that. Like it can be like social responsibility, or it can be like building uh, more and more social awareness. Right? And then you're not focusing not only profit and loss, you are also focusing on, like say, in the long run, how you're going to sustain your business for the long run,
Uh,
or
I,
how
I
you're
would
going.
name it as customer delight.
Yeah, customer delight is one way. We are not only talking about customers, we are also taking it as social responsibility. Like not only working for profits, you
Well,
are also working for
social
non-profits.
responsibility today is by law. You got to spend some
Yes,
percentage
yes,
as a social responsibility.
yes. Like 2% of your profits should
Yeah,
be given to them.
yeah, yeah.
Therefore, business growth, something greater than profit and loss, you can think of. Functioning is like create more in the world for everybody, not just you. And it's very powerful concept. Therefore, you are not only serving you, you are also serving your country. In that way, you can think of. Hello?
Yeah, thank you.
Any questions?
Any more questions? Anybody else?
Okay, so for example, I have a cake business that I do from home,
Yes.
and it's more of a hobby business,
Yes.
more of a hobby. So how can I convert it into more of a business rather than just like something which is my passion?
Yeah. Increase your potency. Right. Ask questions like what potency are you refusing with the impotency you are choosing? Therefore, what beings are you avoiding with the impotency you are choosing? Ask some questions led to increasing your potency. Potency means ability to change and transform anything instantaneously. Right? If you are truly potential abused, you would be competent at everything. Ask questions to the universe like what potency you can be to take this business to the next level. Right? Or you can ask like how many forms of impotence you have adopted as a creation of this reality. All of the forms of impotence you have created, will you now discern and create it all? Yeah. Increase your potency and ask the questions so that you can increase your businesses. What potency you have absolutely decided you cannot be, that you truly can be, that if you would be, it would change all realities and eliminate the pretense of importance you are pretending to be. Everything that doesn't allow, destroy and create it all, right and wrong, good and bad, power and powerful, and shorts, boys and beyonds. Would you consider possibility of being more potent than you currently are? Right? All such questions you can ask.
Can I add something here, Nishita?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Are you really willing to spend the time and effort that would be required to scale it up, Truth?
Somewhere it's like not sure. No.
So you have to first choose to scale it up. Because scaling up would require a lot of doing in this reality, which requires both time, money, and you said baking. Now
Yeah.
you could have a what is it? An oven.
Right.
But if you want to scale it up, then you need to have a different kind of oven. You need to have different kind of equipment.
Right.
maybe you need more space than your house.
Right.
So you have to ask those questions. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to spend that money upfront? Are you willing to spend that time upfront?
My issue is also that I don't market enough, and somewhere I don't know if there's a fear of failure or a fear of success. These are the things that actually stop me from moving forward. It's not that I don't have the resources to get a space and to do that, but there's something that keeps stopping me from what will this one say, or will it happen, will it not happen? So it's more of a self doubt and what if, what if, what if. That's where I get stuck.
So all the distractor implants of fear and doubt and all the Shiku stuff underneath, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good, bad, pocket pot, all nine, so boys and beyond.
One more is people who are doing pathetic and nothing happens in life and victim of doing importance. All these, wherever you feel like you are important and you are not able to do, if you say like I am victim to this, I can't do this, those are the ways you create importance. Right? They're not truths. Your being, you would be important based on what you do. Right? Therefore, discern and create all that, and you can see, like, ask more and more questions, like who can contribute your business to scale up, or who can increase your sales, hire somebody and then increase the sales, or who can strategize your business, or what help you can take, or what possibilities available to create more and more business, right? To cater to new customers or new clients. What are the possibilities available? All these such type of questions you can ask. Or else, what possibilities available to actualize now which you never considered? Any questions? Hello?
Does anybody have any questions? Don't think so.
I would just want to actually quote Gary here, and in several classes he has mentioned that you you quit before you succeed. There is nothing in which you can fail, but you quit before you succeed. That has kind of stuck in my brain ever since I attended that first L2, L3 with Gary, where he mentioned this point. So I want to shut up now. What secret agenda with failure do you have that keeps you from the success that could be yours with ease, joy, and glory? And everything that doesn't allow that time, so God, Dillian, will you please destroy and create it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pocket pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
You can also ask like what projections, expectations, and judgments do I have that create an I can't do it mentality? All the decision, judgments, and lies that do not allow me to expand my life and become abundant, I know discern and create it all.
Yes.
All these questions. Also, you can ask daily, what will bring me joy today, and take an action. What does it take to make your business explode to even more joy, convenience, and brilliance of you and your business together? Daily, you can ask these questions.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you for the call.
Thanks so much, Vijay. Thanks everyone
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Thank you, Vijay.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us a lot of insight into business.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.